We're joined by Lord Chris Holmes, who is one of the judges for the Talent Acquisition Tiara Awards. And now, Chris, you've been doing an awful lot of work recently, and indeed over the last few years, around access for people with disabilities and how employers can be better at that. So tell us a little bit about the work you've been doing, and also share with us what are the best employers doing to increase access and inclusion for people with disabilities.
Thanks, Ken, and firstly, absolutely delighted to be one of the judges. Such a great thing to recognise talent in this way. It makes sense and it's right to do it. The key with accessibility and bringing on disabled talent is really, as with any strategy, don't make assumptions, don't be scared to ask respectful questions, and absolutely see the individual candidate as an individual and look for the talent. Potentially, you may have to do things different. That's not giving somebody a hand up. It's merely enabling that person to compete on a level playing field. It's not about positive discrimination. It's about equality, enabling and unleashing that talent. And as we all know, the more diverse the organisation, the more diverse the voice in a conversation, the more diverse an organisation, the more inclusive, the greater that organisation, that decision, that group is. Proven, quantitatively proven, qualitatively proven, QED proven.
Fantastic. And what are the barriers though? Because I think a lot of organisations want to be better at this, but they don't know how. So what are perhaps some of the common challenges and barriers?
I think one of the largest barriers is not necessarily knowing how to start the conversation in the first place. And the key is always just to start that conversation, be it with a candidate, be it with an intermediary, be it with a recruiter, be it with an agency, whoever, whatever, whenever. Get the conversation opened and be able to really understand what are the essential elements you're looking for in any particular role, and then just be able to envisage those elements in the whole array of potential talent for the organisation. Look to connectors, look to organisations who have a similar ethos, look to where you may be able to find the talent. Because again, the truth is, the talent is out there, disabled talent is out there, everybody, all of us, we just really need to push ourselves to look farther, to look harder for that fantastic talent.
And I suppose in some ways, people with physical disabilities, that's a sort of obvious thing most of the time. We've heard an awful lot of sort of commentary around the mental health crisis of COVID. I mean, any thoughts on how employers can address that? Because obviously, kind of mental health and challenges around that are often far more harder to spot.
I think you're completely right, and COVID has shown us so much. Not all bad. What it's absolutely shown us is the critical importance of mental well-being, of having the space, the opportunity and the culture and the environment to talk about well-being and the overall wellness agenda. There's no question there is a very different well-being situation for our nation now than when we went into COVID. No question whatsoever about that. But again, back to those essential truths. If we all strive for leadership on an inclusive culture, which at every beat point is inclusive, then well-being is part of that. Wellness, every element, be it an invisible disability, be it a visible disability, be it conscious bias, unconscious bias, all of these elements can be fully and thoroughly addressed through having that sense of inclusion from the outset, inclusive culture. It starts from leadership from the top, and everybody taking a leadership role on it right the way through all and every organisation.
Brilliant, thank you. More widely, I mean, the work you do, apart from the work in the House of Lords, you work with a number of other organisations. What do you think are the key components of a good overall talent acquisition strategy and a good talent acquisition capability?
I think the best talent acquisition strategies that I've seen and experienced are ones that are never static, never believing that it's done, that all the elements are there, constantly thinking, how can we improve? What other elements can be brought to bear? What can we do that's innovative, that's different, that maybe looks, dare I say, even radical, but always looking to drive the difference. And through doing that, different, diverse talent will come through the door. And the great thing is now, with all of the new and advanced technologies that are on stream and coming on stream, the organizations that succeed are going to be the ones that get that combination of talent and technology right. Talent-led, brilliantly deployed technology, just the latest tools in our hands, but with talent always leading the piece.
Chris, fantastic, really interesting insights. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Ken.